Good morning. Day 22 for my 40 days of grief. In case you're wondering what that is, on the suggestion of a friend, I'm marking off 40 days to grieve the loss of my 32-year marriage. And it's a real up and down journey. It's certainly been a time to do a lot of inner reflection, a lot of tears, a little bit of rage thrown in there here and there. Um, my goal, my desire is to handle all these stages with self-compassion and with love, not just for myself, but also for Jay, because this is hard for him as well. So anyway, what I've been thinking about lately is our attachment to stuff. This is part of why I love doing organizing work, because I see the very real connection between these needs that we have and how we end up translating them into acquisition or compulsive shopping, a difficulty letting go of things. And the reason I love that so much, it gives me a real graphic on what's going on inside of our hearts. Let me explain. We get attached to who we think we are. We get attached to people. And now there's a difference between attachment and love. We get attached to our ideas. We get attached to what we think the future is going to look like. And, it's really amazing because one of the deaths, I've been thinking about how much death is involved when there is a divorce. And it isn't just the dissolution of a marriage. It's the death of these ideals. It's the death of what I thought things would turn out. And as I share my story with people and they share their story with me, I'm realizing that this theme is you're not alone with whatever you're facing the loss of. You're not alone, because this is something, if it's not your marriage, it most certainly is something else that you thought would be different. You thought the outcome would be different. And we get attached to those, and that is where the suffering begins. Instead of releasing it and letting go. I knew my marriage was in trouble for, at least a couple of years, and I fought and fought and fought. And I mean, with hanging on, and it wasn't until the decision to let go that I feel like some healing can take place, not just for me, but, as I said, for Jay as well. I can't speak for him, but that is certainly my desire. Other things are, I was so invested in my role as a wife, not only a wife, but a Christian wife. We don't divorce. Even in our marriage ceremony, the pastor told us, never mention the D word. And Jay and I were so naive at that time. We're like, what, dumb, deaf? What does that mean? And he was meaning divorce. And so this was something that was really drilled into us pretty deeply, right into our psyche. So having to untangle that and letting go of that and realizing, sometimes divorce is the best option. Sometimes you divorce because you love somebody. And that is certainly the case for me and Jay. We still love each other, but letting go of the expectations of having the 50-year reunion, having, all these images in my head. And so when I talk about letting go, these are the sort of things that I'm talking about. It isn't just, I would love to, throw stuff out, clear the shelves and whatnot, but we need to do that internally as well. We need to look at the things that we're attached to. Where are your pain points? And your pain point is one of the indications of there's an attachment there. And I don't believe we're all going to sail off into the sunset and enter this time of bliss where we are no longer affected by anything. That's just a bunch of nonsense, because we are human, and this is part of the human experience. So anyway, what you are dealing with right now, pay attention to it. Learn from it. That's the only way to grow through these things, is to sit with it, pay attention, and learn. And anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.